Welcome to the desert of the real.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tom Suri, and this is zero, not one, but two, but three and four. Just continuing on my mini series of nostalgia and what's the point videos. So, to get the story from the last video, you will have to watch it. In this one, just a little background again. So, this video is 12 years old. When I looked at it today, I just couldn't believe it's 12 years old. It feels like it was only yesterday. So we are still using DV tapes. People are only just stopping slicing tapes together. Downloads are still reasonably slow. And, you know, it's just a different world technically, especially with video editing. We were using different equipment, stuff like that. Anyway, so I hadn't been video editing that long at this stage. You know, still learning a lot of stuff. And as I said, a lot of it's changed. So, but we're still learning a lot of stuff. Anyway, I remember my missus at the time, she said to me, there's this Doritos competition going on. Do you want to enter it? And I said, well, not really, but we didn't have many videos going at the time. I was like, we do need to practice. I said, so what's the score? And she said, well, it's been going for 3 months. As in, you've been able to submit entries for this video for 3 months. So I was like, okay. She said, but it's in the last 12 hours. I said, 12 hours? I said, fuck me. I said, the last video I edited took me 95 hours to edit 5 minutes of video. I said, geez. I said, you're not asking much. I said, but give it a go. But and it told you the criteria. The criteria was it had to be 29 seconds long, no longer, no shorter. And it was like I say, for Doritos, you had to use a couple of things that they gave you, like a logo, stuff like that. And so we entered it in with 12 hours left to go. And what was kind of nice was that with 12 hours left to go, especially out of all these videos, and there was quite a few, and let's say there was 1,000, I don't know, there may have been more, a lot more, but let's say there was 1,000 entries. We were right at the bottom, obviously, because we were the last people in. So you would think that that's where we'd stay. And what was nice was that no, we didn't go off and win it, but we ended up going well above halfway in 12 hours, which was nice. That means that people obviously appreciated it, although I was a bit sly because I did the 29-second video, but then I kept the outtakes on afterwards. I knew if I did it a certain way, they'd let me get away with it. Because in all honesty, the video, right, so one of my strengths now is that I don't use a script and I won't work from a script. That strength was a weakness back then when I was trying to do something constructive, especially anything comedy. Because if you're doing something silly and then you keep doing something new every time you've just about managed to cope with saying something funny and not laughing, you're constantly setting yourself up for failure. So, really, the 29 seconds of the video is just a bit of a wacky crap video. I've got to be honest, I wouldn't bother putting it up. It's the kind of outtakes that show you just how fucking disorganized and completely how fucking deranged and over the top I am in getting these results out. It's all perseverance and no talent. And you know, so we didn't do bad in that competition, and I wouldn't really want Brent in competitions, and you know, so we did a right out of it. But it was funny because I'd forgotten all about it, and then a load of people, when I went and looked at the comments, they'd said you've missed a trick, and I was like, how? And they were like, your outtakes were like, they're pretty good. You should have made a video of your outtakes. So yeah, and most of our, but see, the thing is, for me, most of our outtake videos were the same, as in they were pretty similar. So I was used to it. But anyway, so like I say, 12 years ago, it's hard to believe, but this was a guy called Crazy Joe. He was Australian. In my head, he was Australian. He was a bit of a fucking nutter. I reckon he'd had an head injury or something like that, and he was desperate to sell. He was desperate to sell, desperate to make his impact. He was a failed news anchor. So that's how I saw Crazy Joe in my mind. So this is Crazy Joe, and then I'll cut off pretty much afterwards.
G'day, my name's Joey Osborne. I'm here on behalf of AusNet News. Now we're here to report on these tangy cheese Doritos for some low-life member of the public. Oh, hi. And we've got 29 seconds, so we better get going really quick. So, you ready to try these, love?
I am.
Brilliant, great. Let's get them down here. Come on, get them down here, love. Oh, that's great. So, what's the final verdict? Brilliant. She loves them, everyone. That's great. Another one for Doritos. Get paid back, love. News, and I've got exactly 29 seconds to find out what the public, that's you, think of these fucking things. G'day! I'm Joey Bollocks from AusNet News. Hey! I'm Joey. Hey! You're right.
I don't know what I said on my hat.
Right. G'day! Sorry about that, love. G'day! G'day! I'm Joey Fucker. G'day! I'm here. Obviously. Bye. Hi! My name's Joey Fuckballs. G'day! My name's Joey.
Osborne? One thing?
We've got exactly 29 seconds to show you exactly why the tangy cheese Doritos have become bastard. G'day! My name's Joey No Nuts, and I'm here from AusNet News just to report on these fucking things. They're crap. G'day! My name's Joey Styles, and I'm here to tell you what I think exactly of the tangy cheese flavour of Doritos. They're crispy. Good night. G'day! My name's Joey No Nuts. Shit. G'day! My name's Joey Osborne from No Nuts News. Where's the No Nuts coming from? G'day! My name's Joey No Nuts. God, she loves them. Good night. Oh, that was the general idea, but it's not executed.
Oh, it's been wrong.
G'day! My name's Joey Osborne from It must be a great radio station. Brilliant! Great! She loves them! That's an excellent vent of you! Thanks very much, love! Good night! So, you are what you eat? Jesus, I hope it don't smell like that. Good night! You are what you eat, and... So we've been told after all this that Doritos really pack a punch. Not true, they're great. Good night. Good night from Joey Bollocks, wanky shitty.
So as I watched that back with a great sense of embarrassment, oh dear, that's bad. As I watched that back with a great sense of embarrassment, I remember that the Crazy Joe character was actually, and I may show you this if I get round to it. The Crazy Joe character was from a sketch that I had done previously that I'd created this Crazy Joe character, and I remember having the character, and I filmed. Like I say, if I get the chance, I'll show it to you. But I don't want to waste your time now. Hang on a second. I'll have a look in a second. But I remember this Crazy Joe character, and I'd created. And I remember going away. And I went to Greece, and I met some Australians there. So I was like, right, I'm going Crazy Joe. So I was like saying to him, is this Crazy Joe accent working for you? Is it, or is it just too much? Is it? And And as I was talking to them, they were saying to me, "Look, you could pass. Okay, you would pass as, say, a comedian." And I went, "Well, why a comedian?" They said, "Because um, comedians tend to exaggerate their Australian accent, like over the top accent." I was like, okay. They're like, "You're over the top. Obviously, you know that." And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "So you could get away with it from that point of view. You know, it's believable enough. An Aussie's going to believe it enough. You're not using all the stereotypical words that we all hate. So you're going to kind of not, you know, it's not a case of passing yourself off as Australian, but you're going to reach an approval rating of sorts, I think is what they were trying to say. You know, people aren't going to be calling you out on this shit." So it was fun because I had a chance to try this out with them. Then came back and recorded that. Um, so the accent I had down by then ish, because although it's mixed from different areas in Australia, admittedly, but it was all because I'd been walking around basically for a month talking like that. But that was, looking back on that now, um, you know, the fucking energy that I had is unbelievable. That was 12 years ago I did that. And when I look at the, sorry, let me just bring sure you was back up. When I look at the way keep seeing me jumping the camera and going, "G'day," even louder than I did the previous take. And it looks like I'm doing it deliberately to screw the take up, doesn't it? I'm not. In my head, if we're going to do another take, there's even more reason to up the ante. And it's the same with like why I keep jumping in. And there's new lines I've just created that make it even harder for myself. So it's a great ad-libbing, but most of it is actually not benefiting me because I keep thinking of more stupid shit to say, sorry, whilst I'm in the middle of trying to do that nutty shit. So no wonder it was difficult to do. So yeah, so I just see Super J say Crazy Joe should make a return. Funny, Crazy Joe has nearly made a return a few times because I still think he's a character that's got something to him. And I even thought about taking Crazy Joe into the movement, but people know who I am now. Well, some people do, but I thought about even bringing him into the movement as a funny way of interrogating the left. But do you want me? Because I'm gonna re-release this at some point as a recorded video. I'm only putting it on these other channels. Why not? Because they're mine. But should I show you this other Crazy Joe video? Do you want to see where that came from? Do you want to see the original vid where he came from? You don't have to. I don't even know how long it is. Let me have a look. Just while we can't sleep, kill some time, can't we? And if not, it doesn't matter because I can always play it for, what's the word? I can always play it for, you know, like I say, there's a few people that just ask me about these videos. And like I say, I don't own most of them. Sorry, getting this the wrong way around now. I don't own most of them, so I can't show you them anymore. But the few that I've got left that I can show, I'm not going to show them all, but I will show a couple just give you an idea. Yeah, this, you know, the way it all started and how different it is now. So here's the. Oh no, hang on, that's the advert one I just played. Hang on. So here's the original Crazy Joe. Yeah. So it was the original. Hang on, let me stop this. The original Crazy Joe idea that I had. I mean, I'd had ideas with him for ages. So I mean, I did the Undead Weatherman, which is basically a zombie weatherman, which was basically a take on Crazy Joe's character. It's just he happened to be a zombie in that one. You can see how much fun I was having at the time. But this one was just, I can't even remember what this was about. But I do remember this was just me getting to play with that character for the first time. So yeah, so let me just see if I can bring this up. And let me share that screen. Yeah, so I'll play this to you guys. I'm like I say, you know, no expectation this time of day for you to actually stick around and watch it. I didn't expect anyone to be on. I was just recording these so that I could re-upload it another time. So excuse me. So there it is, I think. 1 second. No, stop. Right. So let's go back to this. Then I can get it full screen for you. So it's a bit easier. So yeah, let's have a look. So I'll put that back. So this was the original. Like I say, you could see I can't do HD on anything on these. That wasn't because they weren't uploading HD. This was as good as the camera got back then. So that tells you all. 480p was as good as it got. So yeah. So this is Crazy Joe, the original. Hang on a minute. I've just stopped it. I've just stopped it. Are you getting sound? Are you getting sound? I've just stopped it. I couldn't get any sound. It should come from a phone. I didn't hear it, so I just want to make sure I actually remember to include a sound with that one. Because I just realised I shared that. Morning, LG. How you doing? Nah, not slept again. I've had about 9 hours sleep in I don't know, 5-6 days now. Right, no sound. That's what I thought. Let me try again. Try to do it properly this time. Right, this should work this time, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'll try again.
We traveled 4,000 miles to be here via satellite with a 1998 award-winning cyclist and specialist, Amy Woodford. Good night. Amy Woodford. Good night. Something like that. G'day! I'm wobbling another bob. G'day, fuckers! We're here today. Sorry, no, I can't. G'day to all you scum. We're here today via satellite. G'day, scum. We travelled 4,000 miles to be here with the award-winning via satellite. People are knobbing a job called Bob, and this is. Hi, I've just been knobbing a job. G'day, fuckers. We're here today. Sorry. G'day. I've been gobbling a knob of Bob. I've travelled 4,000 miles to be here via satellite to be with the one and only 1999, 1990 fucking coochie. G'day. I've been sucking on a knob of Bob. G'day. I've been gobbling a knob of butter. G'day. I've been gobbling a knob of Bob. I've found you. We're here via satellite live to be with the one and only 1998 award-winning cyclist, Amy Woodford. Good night. All right.
I say, so you can see how you can see very clearly how that's the first incarnation, can't you? By the improvements made between that and the second one. God, that's actually really hard, painful for me to watch. Even the outtakes on that one are hard for me to watch. Although what I noticed in watching them was that my memory, so like the outtakes, they're cut where they are, and I cut them short. but I should have actually left them a little bit longer, because hearing the people go from being all serious to losing their shit laughing is actually, I cut that out. I shouldn't have done, because that's actually what made that particular first video. It's hearing people trying to take me seriously while I'm acting like that in public, and then watching them go from being totally serious and we're making a video production to just losing their shit because dickhead here had tried to ad lib for about the 525th time and got it wrong for the 525th time. So that was kind of I think this has just stopped. Sorry, I had to stop for a second. Yeah, so that was a kind of you know, yeah, an interesting dynamic to it all. So I'm gonna say, I mean, the thing was the high energy stuff, Super J. I just see that. The high energy stuff was, oh, is it paused again? The high energy stuff and that. I'll be honest with you, most of that wasn't Crazy Joe. Most of that was me packaged with a really bad Australian accent. But it was an excuse to let that character out, you know. So, and you can see how bad from the first to the second video, and how much better things get. But one thing I will say was we would also improve that quickly when I was doing stuff, which is why I've been frustrated now, because back then there was no live video, not for people like me. So I would take a video away, and like I said, I can't show the finished ones because I don't own them. But I would take a video away, and I would work on that video until it was complete. Sometimes 5 minutes of video would take 95 hours to edit. I don't get that these days, because if I took 95 hours to edit 5 minutes of video, then I'd miss this live, that live, this event, that event. So it's always trying to balance everything, that's spinning plates. As a result, I've never made a video close to what I'm capable of. So it's frustrating from that point of view. But yeah, so another little nostalgia trip. You know, if you want me to put up any more, perhaps I will. But literally only a couple more. They're really kind of like my private little embarrassment selection now. But there's one maybe I'd show you, because okay, it's a bit sad because it's got a friend in there who killed himself, but I would love to honor him by showing you this video, because it was I think it was one of the funniest outtake sessions that I'd ever been part of, and there was no drugs or drink involved. It was just funny. It was just stupid. I'll see if I can find that at some point. Whether I'm putting more out tonight or whatever, I'm not sure yet. But you know, I don't want to bore people with it. This is not what they watch my videos for. But this is who, even though that was 12 years ago now, this is who I was up until, in terms of the creativity, up until 2015. This is why I always imagine coming to YouTube making money, but not from people, and certainly not from serious issues, but from just making the shows actually TV worthy, you know. Media, what's the word? Sorry, media quality, broadcast quality. And we were getting pretty much there when that's why they bought the videos that we made, because we made them broadcast quality. And what it was I think it was the same people who published Dirty Sanchez. And I actually got a hold of them and said to them arrogantly, as I was arrogant, but I didn't really mean it. I was trying to bullshit my way in. And I told them that Dirty Sanchez, I told them what all the faults were with it. I told them that I felt like we would smash them out of the water, and had we some money in our pockets, we would go one step further than that. Now, obviously, they weren't interested in putting money in our pockets, but what they were interested was making sure that nobody else could air this. So I thought that they were interested in it. Maybe they were, Maybe they weren't, or maybe they just bought it so that there was no competition to Sanchez. I don't know, but it never saw the light of day. There you go. That's another part of why I hate the media industry, because there's never a straight answer with anything from the proper media companies. You know, they can have you go into them for weeks pitching ideas, and then you never hear from them again. And you think you've wasted weeks of my time telling me, oh, it's all done but the signature. Yeah. If ever you deal with a media company, it's all done but the signature. That means nothing is done at all. Nothing. Nothing. So just so you know, let me just make sure I haven't missed anything. So thanks for coming on, guys. What a weird thing to think that you guys came on. I was expecting to do this alone so that I could just record it and go. So that's weird, but nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm sorry to anybody in Australia and Helen, anybody else who that may offend with the shitty accent, but you know, we do our best. Oh, gee, it's good to see you again, by the way. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I'm kidding. Yeah, the running in and out as well. That's why I love the outtake where I'm running out the picture and then the fucking idiot cameraman follows me and I'm pointing to say, no, not me. Anything but me. Do you know what I mean? Film anything but me. I'm trying to run out of shot. God damn it. It's so hard to get people who are actually focusing on what you're trying to do. That was kind of funny. I think, do you know what? I thought about it, Super J, and then I kind of got pushed off the idea and things got so serious. But I don't know, maybe with some nagging, I could, because it would be funny to unleash him onto some people. Because when I'm in character as well, I couldn't give a shit. I am Crazy Joe for the time that I'm Crazy Joe. I enjoyed being him, or I did. I don't know if I still would, but I used to love being him. Just too much energy, too fucking crazy. And you can't slow the guy down, and I loved it. I loved playing that guy. So be interesting. I appreciate it. That's really, really kind of you. You know, it was all off the cuff. There was not a single line that was pre-written. So, you know, that was what killed me at the same time. You know. So, no, I appreciate it. Thanks, Helen. And I appreciate these comments. Oh, I'd love to hear that, Helen. I would love to hear that just for the giggle. You'll probably end up being pretty good at it, but I'd love to hear it. I'm sorry that you haven't been well, mate. I hope you get better soon, but I'm glad it put a smile on your face. Crazy Joe in the high street. Yes. Yeah. You know, it could happen. It could happen. I am. Everything you see there, I'm still capable of. I guess I got serious and I got old. But it's all still in there, and I think that's why I do have a frustration with the creation side of the movement, because obviously the movement surrounds certain issues, but there's still this side of me that wants to unleash with that guy and other variants of my fucked up psyche. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna end this video. I sound like a right dick. Well, that might be funnier. I should end this video though, because it was only to show you you know, just a little bit of the past. Whether I do one more before I go to sleep, I don't know. But even if I do, I'm gonna end this one first. But even if I do, it'll be the last one. I'm not sure. I'll have a look, see if there's one more worth showing. If there is, I'll do it. If not, then I'll catch you soon. Tom Fury, this is Tom Fury for 0, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. God knows how many stations I've got anymore. And I am calling it a day for now, ladies and gentlemen. Do we even need to say goodbye with a proper Brown recording? Yes, we got down to.
Welcome to the desert.